Well, well, well. By that tone, you can probably tell that we're live now. I would at least hope so, because like there was the entire countdown, and there was the intro, and then now there's just two random heads on your screen. So by this time, I hope you would know that we are live. So, in typical fashion, we have to go through some housekeeping here. The show is, of course, brought to you by, or I guess powered by, Matt Black Bricks. He's the best dude in the game. I mean, the stuff he's putting out, custom wise and sets, figs, stuff is going off the wire. I'd say he's definitely the best in the biz. Definitely who I personally like to get all my products from firsthand. But if I'm going secondhand, in a different market, I'm going Tom the Builder. You can use code OSTIF, get yourself some 5% off of that order, In this economy, pennies help. Isn't that right?
Yeah, dude,
And,
got it on the nose.
I try. But if you guys can't tell here, he has his little name tag up behind the bricks. He's our guest this week. He's a very, very swell builder, I would say. Definitely leagues above than I'll ever attain to.
No,
You
no,
know,
no. You just practice. Hey, listen. Practice makes
Ooh.
perfect. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, you see, you have to have bricks first to do that. One of these days, I'll get going in
Takes
that
time.
alley.
Takes time.
One
Yeah,
of these
for
days.
sure.
But not only are you a good builder, but you're also a pretty good friend. I remember like you reached out to me. When was it? Like right after Brickworld. You're like, hey, you seem like a pretty good dude.
Yeah,
And
I heard some really good things about you from specifically Scott Davis and
Scott.
Legoman 360.
Oh, Scott and Cole. I got a text from Scott the other day. He's in Texas currently.
Yeah, yeah. He's in
That dude,
Texas. He's having a good time. I
he's
just
getting
actually,
around in Texas.
yeah. He's been a lot of places. I was actually just texting him before the show.
Dude,
He
that man is a legend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I vanished off of like the face of the earth for like 2 days. He's like, dude,
Hmm.
are you good? I'm like, yeah, I've just been hibernating. He's one of
Yeah.
those people that always check in on you. Like, besides everything you're trying to do, he wants to make sure you're
Mhm.
good.
Oh yeah,
And
and that's so admirable from him because a
he's
lot of
such a good
times,
dude.
like not even focusing on one person, but in general, people just get lost in life
Hmm.
and just sidetracked. And the fact that he's always like there is so awesome.
Absolutely. Scott, if you're watching, we love you, sir.
We do, we do.
It's crazy. Scott probably lives like an hour and a half from me, and we've just never
Mhm.
linked up.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. You gotta get on that. You
We're
definitely
trying.
gotta get on that.
We're trying. I noticed the thing with him, either I'm out of town and he wants to do something, or he's out of town and I want to. So it's like our
Hmm.
timing just has not peaked yet, but it will
Yeah.
soon.
Yes, for sure.
That would be a legendary thing. But say Luke, do you
Yeah.
say we go, roll down the windows here and go for a late night drive?
Let's do it.
Okay. You gotta roll down your window.
All right.
Oh, there it is. There we go. We got our little synth wave on the aux, on the JBL, as the kids be saying these days. The very
I
first comment of the
believe.
night: Nimble Saucepan, episode 6 already. Time flies when you're having fun, man. Can't wait to catch up on replay. Stay stiff and be well. Absolutely, same goes to you, sir.
Yeah,
Just
this
imagine
man, this man is so cool. I
Nimble.
mean, he. So I've had limited interactions with him, but
Mhm.
when he saw the post and he saw the story and he followed me and then like the first 15 posts or my last 15 posts or whatever, just liked like all of them. Like,
Dude,
what a
Nimble is like
guy.
the biggest supporter in the game.
Yeah, what a guy.
He's just Nimble with your ears. You're listening on the afterplay. I love you,
Hmm.
dude. And it's a shame he can't come this year's Brickworld, but he's coming next year. He says
Okay.
it'd be nice.
Okay.
And we got Papa Trip. He says, evening, Ostiff. Dot, dot, dot. Oh boy. The dot, dot, dot always scares me. Hope you're having a great week and looking forward to a fun and relaxing weekend. Okay. That's right. W/E, it's a weekend? Sorry. Yeah, I think so. This combo
I
Town to
think so.
Builder should be interesting. Yes, that's coming soon. Oh, he left too. Whoops, my bad. My bad. Okay, yeah, there we go. And Fit Lego Guy. He's someone I'd like to get on a show eventually. Good old
Yeah.
Good old man himself. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Right on. We're glad you're here. Then we have alumni himself. All right, my bad. Pockets Master always loved me. After this show, I highly encourage all of you, all 10, to go and check out Pockets Master. He's going to be on the Brick Adjuster stream here, I think at 10 o'clock Eastern.
Oh wow.
So, and I put a little question out there. Guess where our guest is connecting from?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We'll see if anyone gets it. We'll see if anyone gets it.
Nate's saying the UK. You're wrong, sir.
Not quite.
Another alumni, Brick Hive.
Brick Hive.
I got PB and J. How's it going, dude? Nice seeing your face.
Another awesome member of the community.
For sure. He's a solid dude.
He's so nice.
Very good, Bill. I remember right after a 24-hour stream, he sent like a good page message. I'm like, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It made me tear up a bit. Then we got Shreddy. Got here just in time. Shreddy. He has the deepest voice in the game. Then we got another alumni. Man, all the alumni's coming
True
through.
Squadron.
Yo, sup, boys? Ready for the stream?
Yo, what's up, Kennedy? I'm glad you're here.
We're ready to have you. Oh, and we got Whittaky. Good evening to my favorite American. Whoa, I'm your favorite American? Wow.
It's big shoes to fill.
Wait, who's your favorite American? Me or Luke?
No, definitely you. Definitely you.
Who knows? We might need some clarification here. Then we got Stickler. Sup, gang? My notification is always late. Yeah, what is with that lately? Has your notice been going late? Mine go like 2 minutes after. Oh, his favorite American Shreddy. My bad. All right. Looks like we're all caught up here. How do you feel about that?
We've got quite the crowd.
We do. We're pulling 10 heads in here. That's some numbers.
Yeah,
so,
I literally just got a text from one of my friends, and she just said supporting with the saluting emoji, and it's just a picture of me on this.
It's like the little salute emoji.
Yeah.
Okay, you then Hans. Oh, whoa, I'm above Harrison Ford. No, Harrison Ford is cooler than me. He's here. I'm here. Let's get that straight. I'm not taking Mr. Harrison Ford. It looks like Luke could be on a set Vandor. Maybe he is. Maybe he is.
That's actually so true. I didn't even realize that.
You look like Cassian over there, dude.
Oh my god, with my hair, yeah.
Another.
Dude, Cole.
Another.
Wait, so is that... So let's see. We've seen Cole. We've seen Brick Hive. We've seen Nate Builds. We've seen True Squadron. The only one that isn't here is Coconut. Otherwise, all of us are here.
He'll be here. He
5 out of 6 are here.
He pops in like an hour down the road. You know, he has a drive. He has a commute to get here, you know?
Right.
He has a commute. Then Hayes Motion Studios. How's it going?
What's up? Yeah, that's right, Kennedy. All the boys are here.
Gotta support the best. Support the troops, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, squad up.
Squad up, that's right, yep. That's right.
But him and I were squadding up a week ago today on some Battlefront 2.
Dude, that's awesome.
Let's say we both got lost playing some Ewok hunt. I don't think we survived a single time together.
That's hilarious.
Either like the shuttle would be coming to pick us up and I'd die and he would get in, or it would just be vice versa. But to get into the show, I have to ask you the very, first question tonight. What are you drinking?
Well, so I showed you this, and then you're like, oh, you're one of those guys, so now I'm hesitant. But I'm drinking some Prime, some Ice Pop Prime.
All right, it's been a pleasure having you on the show here. I'm joking with you. Will, we're not going to answer that question just yet.
Just yet. We got to see if someone gets where I'm coming in from.
Yes, we got to guess. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm. If you know, you know.
So, yeah.
Sponsored by Prime. One of those guys. I know. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
We're not sponsored by Prime, Freddy. It'd have to be Nos or Alani New before that ever hits. No. Much appreciated.
Yeah, we'll see if someone who doesn't know can get it. and
Yes.
then we'll reveal all.
We'll just have you pan your camera to your window.
Yeah, I could do that actually. I could do that.
We just expose exactly where you're living, and someone just like pinpoints you exactly and shows up with like a hairless cat.
Oh my gosh.
How would you feel about that?
Maybe not a hairless cat. If it was a normal cat, I would be okay
No.
with that.
Hairless or nothing.
Then I don't want it.
Don't worry, we'll just get you a normal cat. Just put some nair on it.
Oh,
No, that's probably illegal. It's
probably.
what is it? The ASPCA through listed are probably gonna be knocking at my door here soon. So we gotta get going quick.
Yeah, we should move on. Oh, Whittaky had to take his cat to the vet. Cost £400.
That's what, $800 in our currency?
No,
Is there double?
It's like, I think it's like 500 USD.
I love my cats and all, but
yeah,
my cat's rolled up. With that money, I bet you guys can keep it.
you guys can pay for it if you're if you're costing that much. You could pay.
Don't even think that much is in my checking account. Exposed.
Oh my gosh.
So, for all the people here who may not know who Behind the Bricks is, aka Luke, why don't you go through and, give us a little rundown.
All right. So hello, I'm Luke.
Hi.
I started YouTube on May 24th, May 24th, 2023. So I've been in the game for almost 2 years now, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We're closing in on 1,500 subscribers, and my content revolves around MOCs, or my own creations. And I've done some minifigure series in the past. Gonna start to stray away from that and move into more mock building series as a transition from what I've been doing into my next type of content. It's going to be similar to mock building series, but in a new way that I personally haven't seen yet. I know I've talked to some people about it, but yeah, I guess I'm now a large scale mock builder. So
How's that feel?
it feels pretty good, but my wallet doesn't agree.
Oh, man. So, I was kind of going through. Are you a Swiftie?
Oh no, yeah, I am.
Have to,
I would say so.
So, I was noticing one of your videos is an I designed Lego Taylor Swift minifigure collection, end of quote.
Yeah.
How did that idea come to be?
So my mom and my sister are huge Swifties. Huge. And, I like her music. I've been to a few of her concerts.
Oh, yeah. Did you go to the Eras tour?
I did. We happened to go while we were in Switzerland, which was pretty crazy.
You were in Switzerland? Man, boy's been over the entire world.
Okay. So, long story short, my dad is Swiss.
Okay.
Born and raised in Switzerland. Met my mom, moved to the US. So we go to Switzerland often just to see family.
That makes sense. Okay. I thought you went over there just like on a fly of the cuff there.
Oh no. It was part of family vacation last summer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So is that hyper? I never been to her concert, and I've only listened to a select handful of her her songs.
Mm-hmm.
Was the hype of the tour or whatever everything that it is made out to be?
Yes. Oh, 100%. Really? Yes. Well,
it's not like better. Posted or anything.
You see, personally, I'm gonna expose myself here. I don't like her new album at all.
Oh, you don't like the new album?
I don't like it at all.
What is it?
Like, crap. I don't know. Whatever the new one is. Whatever the new one is. No, I really don't like it. But I'm exposing myself. No, I just really didn't like it. And in contrast to that, it was so good in the Eras tour when she added it, and we saw it we saw the Eras tour with the new album, and it was so good. So now there's like a few songs that I like from it, but still not my favorite. My favorite will always be Reputation.
Hive says, don't worry, you just gotta shake it off. You gotta be careful with the Swiftie fans, so I hear from Hive. Yes, you gotta just shake it off, Cole. Shake it off, Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta shake it off cold, you know? COLD.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is what got you initially into Lego? Like, what's your, before you were behind the bricks, you know, when you're just Luke Skywalker, you know, what did that look like?
Let's see. I mean, I got my first Lego set at 5 years old.
What was it?
It was I don't know exactly what it's called, but it was a police battle pack. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat, and they're just making all these.
That sounds like trouble.
Cool.
Man, I was like mid drink, and I was afraid I was gonna like cough right onto my monitor, like or rip.
Cole's comments killing me. Luke's gonna be lying on the cold hard ground. And then Nate with the follow up is crazy. Anyways,
I'll tell you what, these alumni are wild.
Gotta lock in. So 5 years old. It was the police battle pack from 2010 or something like that, 2009, 2010. And it came with like 2 cops, 2 robbers, a police ATV, and an ATM. And very first Lego set. And then I got like a minifigure, like it was like a play pack. You know when they did those like play packs? Like it was like, I don't know, 20 minifigures and a build with each of them or something. Yep. Yeah. I got the Lego City version of that. First 2 Lego sets ever.
Initially.
Originally. Yes. Originally. So then that started my affinity for Lego, I should say. So collected Lego City for the first, 2009 to 2013 was Lego City. Yeah. And my first Star Wars set was 2011 or 2012, around there. And it was the Droid Carrier. From 2011, and then the Geonosian Starfighter followed closely after. Those were my first Star Wars sets. Ninjago became very prominent in 2011 and 2012 as well for me. And then in 2014, I regret to inform you guys, I collected Chima. It was late 2013 into early 2015.
Hey, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Honestly, I love the sets. I have to say, I did watch the show. I was a big fan of the show when it came out. I have not watched it since, but I loved the sets. I thought the sets themselves were good designs. They were innovative. It was something that they haven't really experienced, like we haven't really experienced as fans before. Honestly, some of my favorite sets are still, what's up, Stud City, are still from Chima. Like some of my favorites, like the Mammoth Walker reminded me so much of the AT-AT. It was crazy. Did I not collect Star Wars in that time? I collected less Star Wars in that time than now. Now it's like almost all Star Wars. But let's see. So the ratio I was collecting was probably 70% Chima, 20% Star Wars, 10% Ninjago. If I had to throw out a guess, was like my collection like percentage. And then fast forward into 2015, 2016. I didn't go into a dark age. I just didn't really have a lot of money to afford Lego. So I only collected here and there because I literally just could not afford it.
Valid.
But that was all Star Wars from then on out, pretty much. 2017 is when I started to get more stuff because I just was able to acquire more income.
Little aging will do that.
Yeah. So that was awesome because I remember getting the entire, like, it was the second Last Jedi wave. I got like every set from it, which was awesome. And I also have every single Rogue One set besides 2 poly bags.
Jealous.
Which I'm very grateful for.
In my opinion, I think the Rogue One wave is probably like peak.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Such
100%.
So good.
Such a good wave.
It's probably my favorite.
It's definitely one of my favorites. 2013.
And the movie's
another
great too.
Yeah, dude, Rogue One is my second favorite Star Wars movie.
I was going to go and see that one in theaters, and I was just like in awe because it was like, I don't know, I've always enjoyed like military or whatever, and it was like that was the first time we saw, from not like a Jedi's perspective, not from like the inner group or whatever, but like actual people, boots on the ground. Like that was the first time we saw that, and that was I loved it. It was like, all right, let me go and list real quick. That was such a good, and the story, and the characters, definitely an underrated film.
100%, I agree. I mean, there was just, like you said, I remember leaving the theaters and I was just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like in the best way possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I've rewatched that film, oh God, so many times, like just an uncountable amount of times. Like, it's just one that I always go back to if I need like a movie to watch. It's just a good one.
It's weird to, because I'm also in the same boat. It's kind of weird to have something that, that gritty be like a comfort film.
Yeah,
so
yeah, 100%. I want to quickly take a look at some of the comments.
Oh yeah.
Woodakey asked me, "What's my favorite Star Wars set?" Oh, that's a tough one. One I own or one I don't own? One I own would have to be the UCS Republic gunship or the 2013 Republic gunship. Just absolute classic. And recently, actually, the UCS AT-AT, I think, is slowly becoming my favorite.
Did you buy it?
I do have it.
I remember you using your channel update as your thumbnail, right?
Yes.
Did my research.
Yeah, it's built. It's currently away right now because I'm not home, so it's like I have a loft bed, so just like underneath the loft.
Oh, it's better hope that bed doesn't fall.
No, it's been up for it's been up for years.
Hey,
UCS AT-AT is the GOAT. Yeah, and Kennedy, I agree. All new Star Wars movies had really good sets and waves. I do agree with that. Even though, like, I don't know, when you look at minifigure selection, I think a lot of people start to get really picky because sets nowadays don't have as many minifigures as they did, or they make mistakes. It's bound to happen. I'm personally not that picky about it. I'm just happy to get the figures. So when you look at the sets themselves, though, we've had some really solid sets. So I completely agree, Kennedy. We've had some really solid sets from all of the new movies. And even though, the sequels aren't my favorite, I think Force Awakens is easily my favorite of the sequels.
Oh, for sure.
But seeing Last Jedi in theaters was also such a cool experience. I personally really liked it in theaters, and I haven't watched it since. So I think I gotta go back and rewatch the sequels because
it's I remember I saw the second one in theaters, and I remember we walked out, my father and I. I think part of it was like, he wanted to go to bed, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. I think that's probably it. But the last thing I saw from it was like, seeing Princess Leia like drifting away in space.
Yeah.
That was questionable.
I really would have liked to see her use the Force in other ways. I just would have.
It's a bit awkward. But if you don't mind if I ask my next, going into your next topic here.
Yeah.
So
Go
at
ahead.
what point was it when you're collecting Lego and stuff, when you're realizing, hey, I might want to get into like content creation with this? Like, what was that moment like?
Oh, I already know. I had an original YouTube. I've had 2 YouTube channels before Behind the Bricks.
Okay.
Neither got very far in terms of sub count, but I tried each out for over a year.
Okay.
I do have all of the old videos of my original Lego channel. I don't have the original videos of the other channel that was non-Lego. The other channel started off, so I have a very good friend, Odyssey Central. Go check him out. He makes Nintendo content and Minecraft content, and it's unreal. I love it. Like, of course, I'm biased, but I love it so much. He's the one that really inspired me to start making content because I've grown up with him. He's my best friend from middle school. He's literally my oldest friend. Like, I would like be over his house and he'd be talking about the new video he's working on or this, that, and the other thing, and it just inspired me. It really did. So I started. Have you heard of the channel SML, Super Mario Logan?
I have not.
So they do. I watched when I was a kid. They do puppet videos and stuff like that, and that's what I originally started as, a mix of puppet videos and Minecraft Let's Play on a server or a realm with Odyssey Central.
Okay.
And our friends. That's first YouTube channel. Wasn't really getting anywhere. Was getting frustrated. I was young. I was in like 7th grade, 8th grade. Was like, you know what? Maybe it's not for me. Took a break. Fast forward freshman year, and you've got Lego. Like, Lego is becoming more prominent in my life again, and so now we have Lego videos coming out, and this is where I started trying a little bit. Made, like, for the reviews, I would make like the minifigure stands and put them in front of the sets. I had a background of like Lego sets on shelves for reviews. Like, that's where I really started trying, and it was okay. I again didn't really see much success. I was really embarrassed about my channel because, like, I got bullied for it, and I was too embarrassed to continue, which is really unfortunate because I really wish I stuck with it, and then I feel like COVID, like everything just would have changed.
Yeah.
But the original channel name was Star Commander 10.
Star Commander, is it still able to be found?
No.
Oh,
I don't believe so.
That's
what I want to do is, I think for members, I'm gonna release the old videos.
I'm gonna put a little challenge out there. And everyone here is watching. If you can find my original, very first YouTube account, I will give you $100 Amazon gift card.
Your original YouTube account, okay?
If you can find it,
interesting.
I am a man. I will make sure you get $100 Amazon gift card. If you can find it.
Everyone in chat, start doing your research.
But wait till the end of the episode.
Yeah.
The man himself. Stud Lake, known as Matt Black Bricks himself, the legendary man. He's here, but he's driving. Drive safe, sir. Make sure you do that 10 and 2. The only time 10 and 2 is acceptable to be broken is when you have like a pork sandwich,
pork sandwich,
or a banana. I feel like a banana's a good road food.
Kennedy
found it. JK. And the only way I will accept confirmation is when you find it, you have to hit subscribe and send me a screenshot.
Okay.
Don't hit subscribe. That would be a waste of your inbox.
Oh my god.
Just saying. But yeah, that's the parameters.
Damn.
Send me a screenshot.
But look at where you're at now. Look at where you're at now.
I mean, when I originally did it, oh boy, this is really good at it. here's a little hint. Do you guys remember when Solid Brick Studios, back when he was a Lego Boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yep.
7, 8, he'd have the clone base challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I may have partook in those. Can't tell you what year because I don't even know. I don't even know the name of my old account. So
okay.
You know, it's lost in the void of YouTube. And then YouTube like purge accounts that have been inactive for like 10 years or something recently. So it may not even exist.
That'd be crazy.
But that's beside the point.
Yeah. We got off topic.
So
yeah. So then everyone knows, most people know the story of how I started Behind the Bricks.
Just in case people don't know.
Okay, I kept talking about it to my ex, and she was just like, "All right, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, just do it. Just do it. Like, stop talking about it and do it." And she was like, you know, every time you talk about it, like, you get this big smile on your face. Like, you clearly are passionate about it. Just fucking do it. Sorry,
No, you're good.
Are we allowed to
I
swear?
assume our crowd are all above the age of 13.
Okay, yeah.
It's not like, they're not,
because like,
saying it.
Yeah, my policy on my channel is I don't swear. Sometimes they slip, but I don't know. I do swear. It's exposed again.
You're human.
I do swear.
You're human.
Yeah. And then I just sat down with her one night, like on FaceTime, and created Behind the Bricks.
Now, did you create the logo yourself?
I did. It was originally for an architecture project.
Really?
We had to make a logo that related to our interests and had our initials in it. Which is why my logo does not say BTB and it says LB, because those are my initials. Yeah.
So we know what the first initial is. Can we get that? I'm joking. No, I won't. No, not it. I have a feeling I know what the last initial is.
Yeah. If you look up my full name, I'm not gonna expose myself here, but if you look up my full name, I do pop up, which is hilarious, like all over Google, just me, just like. Do you know my last name?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Oh shit! Here you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're all over there. It's just like me. It's just like 20 pages in a row. Like, whoa, brother.
Yeah.
Famous over here.
No. So, I'm just fortunate enough that no one shares my name. That's why I pop up everywhere.
Hey, get on my bad side. One morning I might just expose you. I'm joking. Just completely leak your info. That would be such a bad move.
No.
Just imagine you wake up one day and there's like 50 people outside your house.
No, they would just. I feel like I get like random. I do have a personal Instagram account, and I have an architecture Instagram account, and I get requests for my personal Instagram account all the time from just like randos, and like I see, like, obviously I don't know everyone who's following my Instagram account on YouTube, and somehow they find me like just through Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't accept that.
I can relate.
It's like, if I become close with you and I'm comfortable around you, yeah, please follow my personal account, see what I'm up to, because I've got some good stuff coming up. I was telling Ostif. Yeah, spring break is gonna be Disneyland, Paris, and London, which I'm very excited about.
You told me you're gonna be, jamming out on the beaches of Baywatch, dude.
We do have a trip to Amalfi that we want to go on. But yeah.
Slurpee? What's up, sir?
What's up, Slurpee? But yeah. Let's try. Oh, my Instagram account. Yeah. If if we're close and you want to give a follow, go ahead. I'm not gonna deny that, but it's just these randos.
Don't be weird.
Yeah, it's these randos that, like, I don't know. I'm not even that big of a YouTuber, and I'm already getting like just like emails and like in my YouTube account and like random follow requests on my personal account. It's like, no.
Do you remember when YouTube used to have the messaging system?
Yeah, the YouTube messages. Yeah.
That is how I obtained my Phase 1 Captain Rex back in the day.
Damn.
We couldn't afford the set he came in. So I don't know, I was maybe like 8 or 9. I can't remember exactly when. But there was this guy, God, I feel so bad. I can't remember his name. L'Occitane.
Oh, damn.
L'Occitane was his name. And he had a clone army, and he had like 6 Captain Rexes in there. I'm like, shoot, man.
Wow.
I remember I commented, I'm like, or whatever. I was like, one day I'd love to own a Captain Rex or whatever. And then maybe like 2 minutes later, he's like, hey, what's your address? And like the YouTube messaging thing. And my dad was there. He goes, I'm not sure if we should. So I gave him my address. 3 days later, Captain Rex just showed up in my mailbox.
What?
Yep. Dude I know his channel is still active. So I'm going to try and find a way to contact him. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Come on to
my
the show.
God.
Just imagine, man, if I could get like a video with him.
That would be crazy.
L'Occitane. If
that
you guys,
would be crazy.
I'll put it in the comments. I encourage. I still watch his stuff. His videos are still there, and he has like the original Clone Wars reviews. You know, it was before like LAN and all of that stuff was around.
Right,
so
right. Wow. His
videos are like a place and time.
Mm-hmm.
But I got off topic there. I'm sorry.
No, all good.
When was the exact moment when you kind of figured out, okay, you know, I've been making content for some time now, or you know, a thought process like that. And when did you realize you wanted to pivot into a new direction, which is kind of like where you feel like you found your niche?
Ooh, to be honest, I feel like I still haven't found my niche, if that makes sense. I've been kind of pinballing from thing to other thing. I found a lot of success in my first Mario video.
You are a Nintendo bro. Is that what you say? Nintendo?
I think it is. I don't know. But yeah, I love Nintendo. Their products, personally, I feel are amazing. Brick Dynasty, hello. Yeah, their products are amazing. I don't go too in depth on like the nitty gritty because I know their community is not like the happiest with them right now. But I just love their products for what they are. And I'm very, very excited for Switch 2 to come out with Mario Kart 9. That's going to be so much fun.
The last Mario Kart I played was like Grand Prix on the GameCube.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. All I know is if I can swing it to Brick World this year, I'm bringing my GameCube. And we're going to have like a little showdown tourney in the
Yes. Oh, 1,000,000% yes. Also, Whittaky, thank you for stopping by.
Oh, yeah, sir. Thank you. You're my favorite Brit. Because he says I'm his favorite American. I love you, dude. See you soon. Sleep well. If you need me to read you a bedtime story, that'll be just hit me up on my other platform. You know where to go, and I'll make sure it happens for 25 cents.
25 cents. Oh my goodness.
So,
but yeah, big Nintendo guy. Found a lot of success in Mario 1. Mario 2 did not do so hot. Like it did. It's still the second best performing video on my channel, but it didn't do as hot as the first one, which I was a little discouraged by. And so now I've kind of sat down and I've realized like, hey, I'm doing this for fun. Like, yes, I am making money off of it, but I'm doing it for fun. It is not my full-time job. I need to enjoy this. I realized that after I tried YouTube full-time in the summer and it went horrendously. Like so horrendously. I was putting myself under so much pressure for the numbers. I was like, oh my God, I need to do this, that, and the other thing. And I got burnt out. And then I took a 4-month break over school because I was just busy. And here we are, back at it, uploading when I can. I really wanted to do once a month, but it's, just life happens, busy. Because I'm currently in the position I am, studying, not at home. I don't have my collection. I don't have access to making videos. So I have pre-recorded videos that I am working on editing. I'm currently working on my next video that should be out on Sunday. So I'm very, very excited. But yeah, that's kind of like, I don't think I found my niche yet, but I believe I'm going in the right direction for it.
Okay. I can see you're definitely, I haven't even found mine yet. I'm not even sure how to work YouTube half the time, because I'll text you like 3 a.m. my time. I'm like, hey, how do I do this? And you'll be like, oh yeah, it's this simple. Then like, especially like Brick.io, you went through like an entire like tutorial with me. I'm like, shoot, I got myself a tutor here. This man, he's all the way across the world.
That's what the community is all about, is helping others.
That just blows my mind, dude.
And I particularly enjoy being there for people when they come to me and ask, or even if they don't. And I just feel like I'm not at all in like a know-it-all way, but just like a, hey, if you need this information, it's here. Please ask me anything. Like, if you need it. Granted, I don't know nearly as much as some of the other people who've been on the platform way longer. And I'm learning from them just as you say you're learning from me. So, it's all about leaning on each other, like, and helping the community grow together.
I agree. And it's like, it was my one question was as dumb as like, hey, how do I move this thing in Brick.io? You're like, did you just right click? I'm like, oh, whoops. It shows I have like no technological skill.
I've been using, I started in LDD. If anyone remembers Lego Digital Designer, dude, freaking love that software. So started in LDD when I was 8. Since then, I've been using digital Lego programming, and it actually got brought up. I had an interview for an architectural internship, and they were like, so what's LDD? Because it was in my resume as like 3D software use. And I was like, it's the original Lego digital software. So I explained to them that I've been like using BIM software since I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Unfortunately didn't get the job, but they had a good LDD? Laugh. They got a good laugh out of it. So
I just wonder how many people have like shown up for that. Like, yeah, I use LDD. And like, what in the world? Just imagine. Imagine if someone did know, though. Dude. I think that would be immediate hire.
Oh yeah, if someone knew.
To mutual respect.
Nate says, dude, I haven't heard digital design in a long time. Yeah, that was the OG.
You misread it. It's long time.
My bad.
Yeah, come on. Speak English here.
Of course.
Well, it's right in front of you too, man. You make us Americans look bad.
I know.
I'm joking.
I've been here too long. I've been away for too long.
Yeah, you come back and you'll be speaking a whole new language at Brick World. I'm gonna be like, don't know ya.
Well, so I already speak a little bit of German because of my dad, and now I'm starting to pick up Italian too.
Oh, you just leaked where you're at.
Shit.
Rats.
Darn. Whoops.
LDD was goated. Had to get used to stud.io.
It was an adjustment moving from LDD to stud.io. But,
so you're not only a big mock builder, but you're also like a custom set and alt build, right?
Yeah. I did some alt builds. I mean, I haven't featured any on my channel, but I do partake in some alt builds, like in my own personal like collection time, in my own time. I do like partaking in small builds. It's really more of a creativity thing for me. Just seeing how far I could push my creativity and and seeing, oh, how can I use this part in a different way? But yeah, I do. Listen, all I'm gonna say is I've got some idea for custom set videos, like custom set wave videos. I would love to produce.
Make a Lego Dexter set.
That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. There's one franchise I particularly have in mind that is a movie releasing in June. That
Ooh,
I would love to do. Don't
not
necessarily
Karate Kid.
what?
Karate Kid.
No, no, no.
Okay. Whew.
Different movie. Different movie.
Hmm.
It's a adaptation of animation. It's being turned into live action.
Okay.
That's another hint. I would love to do it, but I don't necessarily have the time between now and then to do it because it comes out like right before Brickworld, and I'm obviously occupied in other obligations. I should say.
I'm excited to see that because I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm most likely a video will drop like December for that.
Okay.
So it'll be a little late, but I mean, it'll still happen. Like I have a huge amount of projects. I was in a meeting earlier today and I was just telling the person I was in a meeting with, who's a good friend of mine. I was like, yeah, I have so many projects I need to just finish at the end of 2025 so I can start my channel fresh in 2026 and just like keep evolving that.
So, what would you say are like the challenges you have, aside from like what you're facing currently? What's the biggest challenge that you find with, with the Lego and also trying to make it into, sustainable content?
A lack of time.
That's a valid one.
Definitely a lack of time. Not that my time management is poor, but it just is. Like,
This
and
happens.
yeah, and I mean here now I'm gonna reveal where I am. I am in Italy studying abroad until the end of April. Yeah. I have pasta every day. It's literally a dream come true.
Still waiting for mine to come in the mail. That DoorDash is taking forever, dude. That review is gonna be bad.
DoorDash abroad. Yeah. I absolutely love it here. The adjustment was rough, but I absolutely love it here.
Shreddy's making some pasta tonight, he says.
Dude, freak yeah. Heck yeah.
Have you ran into Ratatouille yet?
No, not yet.
Mm.
But maybe this week.
You can see him underneath the hat. Just
Yeah.
such a good movie. I miss that.
I do like Ratatouille.
So saying like, oh, and we have Tom the Builder.
Tom the Builder.
What's going on, Tom?
What's up, Tom?
Please give us an update. Did the duck, he took over my Instagram for an hour yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Did you make him walk the plank, sir? Did you make him walk the plank? If you know, you know. It's not a big story, but it's like out there. It's hard to explain if you weren't there.
Okay. But I'm not sure I'm in the loop, but I did see that the duck took over.
Yeah. There was no plank walking.
Oh,
Man.
okay.
Man. We gotta send him over, man.
His mutiny was
Man. No, whatever we have you on, man, you're gonna have to tell us this in-depth story, like how it happened, where you got this deck from. That's insane. Is it Duck Brick Studios? Did you get him? I don't know. But kind of going forward, what would you say, because you're kind of talking about how, you're shifting your content into, you've done it several times already with your different channels. How would you say that you're measuring up in your own mind of what you set out to do? Do you think you're hitting that achievement, or do you feel like you're far from?
Right now, I'm very happy with where I'm at.
Good.
It's not. I don't care about the numbers anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I just couldn't give two craps about the numbers in terms of sub count,
Mhm.
I still look at my view count every day. Like I look at my statistics almost every day. Yo, what's up, Moll's Vengeance?
Oh, what's going on, sir?
I look at my stats every day just to see where I'm at, how I'm comparing, and like what I'm earning from everything. And for those wondering, it's not a lot. It's like around 10 cents a day is my average. I think that's important to state, especially at a channel my size, like only 1,500 subs. It gets, I think it's important for people that are like, oh, you hit 1,000 subscribers and you just make YouTube money. No, not at all how it works. Yeah, so making roughly 10 cents a day, which is I'm grateful for.
It's more than you had in the first place.
Exactly. It's passive income, and that's all I can ask for. But yeah, I don't let the numbers control me.
Mhm.
I upload when I want, and I work on stuff when I feel like it.
Would you say
And
it's
I
a
mean-
challenge, you know,
Oh,
with other YouTubers as they become too focused on the money rather than the content they're making?
Yes, if you go full time, you're only like, not to say that everyone's only focused on the money when they go full time, but you have to be, because that's your income,
Living,
your
yeah.
main income stream. So you have to be. And I know Coconut talked about it, where when he first started, he only let the numbers drive him pretty much. And he had to figure out a way to mitigate that and change his, like, allow himself to make the videos he wanted to make. And I think that shift in mentality is really important. And I mean, I went from first starting out and getting 0 views a day to now I'm getting 500 views a day. I'm roughly getting 10,000 views a month. Like, I'm very happy with where I'm at. And for not even uploading, that's just not even uploading. Like, if I was uploading consistently, I'd probably be at 50,000 views a month. Because there was a time at the beginning of the summer, I came home and I just grinded. Like June, I had 50,000, 60,000 views a month, June, July, August. So that's what happens when you upload, pretty much.
Consistency, would you say that's very much the name of the game?
Oh, 100%. If you're not consistent, why do it? Like, not even why do it. It's just like, if you're small.
Whenever I try to make videos just to get views, I find myself hating it. So doing
Yes, Kennedy, yes. I mean, yeah, consistency is 100% the name of the game. I'm not going to say don't do it if you're not going to be consistent, because I'm sitting right here, like, and I'm just incredibly inconsistent right now. I think over the summer, now that I understand the balance, I'm going to be a lot more consistent in the content that I produce and all that. But if you're looking to do it full time and you're not going to be consistent, it's not necessarily the way to go. I think, like, you just have to be consistent if you want to do it full time. Otherwise, you're not going to make the money you need just to live.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, I'm very much a very non-consistent fella. You know, I've only had.
Hey, I'm right there with you. There's nothing wrong with that.
I've only made 2 actual videos, and I like to say they're like dog water, and that's like the goal of them. You know, I don't expect it to be the best, but but it's like, you know, I find more enjoyment with doing this at the moment. The Brick Connection, and I feel like I'm pretty consistent with that. I try and be weekly. But, you know, I definitely would like to start making more customs. But the thing with that, you know, more videos with customs is the financial. You have to be good on that front.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like on a little vacation, not permanent though.
Yeah. No, 100%. But like, that's exactly it. Over the summer, I wasn't consistent in my videos or shorts, but in my live streams, there was a live stream a week. I did 15 live streams in the summer. There's that aspect. And I want to take quickly, take a look at the comments because they're very important, I think. Stickler Brick says, I think it shows when creators aren't passionate.
Yes.
And I think there's a difference between passion and consistency. A creator can be passionate and inconsistent. But I feel like when they start to become consistent and they start to rely on the numbers, they don't become as passionate as they were when they were just doing it for fun. And Tom, you are absolutely correct. I don't regret not making YouTube videos well.
I mean, YouTube will be here. Italy won't
YouTube
always
will be here when I get back. This experience is once in a lifetime. You are absolutely correct, Tom.
He's partying up with some Italian women.
Dude, the club on Wednesday night was crazy.
Oh, go in depth here. You can't leave us on that cliffhanger here.
I will. I just want to address them all as well.
Of course.
Consistency has always been my biggest struggles posting online. Yeah, dude. It is what it is. I mean, I think
it's hard to figure it out. But once you figure it out,
it is a tough game to play.
Ciao Bella.
If you were to say Ciao Bella, it's hello beautiful.
Ah, man, are you? Well, hey there. Hey to you too.
Yeah.
Please buy me dinner first. Gosh, I'm not a cheap date, by the way. Door must be held open when.
100% chair.
I expect you to come around the car, open my door, lift my hand, and get me out of the car.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I know my worth.
Damn straight. So yeah, the club was crazy Wednesday night. How
did it get crazy? Was it like Hangover Part 1, Part 2? Like
No, not that bad. Just like it was just an odd experience. So we went, and everyone was like, all right, you got to talk to a girl, because I'm such an introvert. It's actually ridiculous. Which you wouldn't understand. Like, you wouldn't get that vibe from me just from how I am, but I really am such an introvert. Because, like, I mean, you see me commenting on people's stories, sending them messages all the time. Like Kennedy, I'm just constantly sending Kennedy messages.
A lot of things all of a sudden Kennedy are just like Star Wars memes or like reels that are like completely out of context.
I'll like all his stories and I'll just send him messages, and then we just have some good conversations. And Nate too. Like, Nate will send me messages on my stories and I'll respond, and like, it's awesome. So yeah, I don't seem like an introvert, but I promise I am. Like, I don't go out of my way to talk to people.
We'll see in June.
And I think, yeah, you will see in June. I will be in my little corner. Like,
oh, my pitchfork! Get out of your corner, buddy.
Yeah. So there was this one girl that I tried talking to, Buongiorno.
How did this go?
It went okay. She just wasn't interested. And it was very discouraging because she just kind of walked away after. And I was like, that really stinks. And then, I don't know, 20 minutes later, one of my friends got approached by a girl. And like, not even 5 minutes later, they started making out. And it was like, whoa.
Oh, wow.
It was like, whoa. And
bro's got experience.
Wait. So the story gets better. The story gets better. Right. So, whatever. They wrap up their business and she walks away. Not even 10 minutes later, I see her making out with another guy. And I'm like, she's a hoe. I'm like, there's no way.
The Rizzler.
So then, about 4 guys later, she bumps into me. I was like, oh my God, what's your name? And she has her hands in around my waist, on my chest.
Oh my.
Like,
oh wow.
She is like putting the moves on.
Wow.
And I'm standing there and getting to know her. Turns out she's from Connecticut. She studies in Pennsylvania like I do. Like, she's happens to be abroad.
Oh wait, she's not even an Italian?
No.
Oh, did you tell her to get GTFO, dude?
Wait. So she looks me dead in the eyes and is like, do you have a girlfriend? And I was like, no, I'm single. And she's like, do you think I'm attractive? And I was like, first of all, pick me. Like, So
Do you find me?
I can't
So,
believe I'm telling this story.
Luke,
I
do you
can't
find me
believe-
attractive?
Dude, I find all the boys attractive.
Oh my! Oh, we're gonna have to give you our room code at Brickworld. Yeah, that's
This
just
is
big
probably-
up for two, baby.
Is this the most off the rails Brick Connection episode you've had?
Not the after hours, yeah.
Oh my god.
But no, this
Oh
is
my
good because
goodness.
I like getting to know everyone on more of a personal level.
Yeah. So then, yeah, she's like, do you think I'm attractive? And I was like, I do. But I just saw you making out with my boy like 45 minutes ago. So it's gonna be a no from me.
Did you actually tell her that?
Yes.
Oh
Right to her
man,
face.
okay. Some Sigma.
And she looks at me and she's like, she like gets all confused and she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And I turn around and I walk back to my boy and I'm like, yo, can't do that to you. That's not what we're about.
Then you see you walk back 2 minutes later. The bro code just got demolished.
No. Stickler Bricks might want to be concerned with what that
Yeah.
mouth was doing.
Make sure
No,
she has some
for real.
Colgate first.
More than Colgate. Bleach, maybe.
That would probably kill her, dude. But yeah, you could know that here. At least not on the actual TBC.
Yeah. So that was my experience at the club.
Has there been any more? I mean,
There was the first week, but nothing really happened. Like, I haven't really been out, which is kind of weird. And I think after spring break, I definitely want to go out more, like way more.
I think what we have to do before you like said bon voyage to all of us here in America, and I told you I sent you an image of Anakin and Padme's wedding. You're slacking on this.
I
We
do have to
need-
get there.
You have like 2.5 months to make it happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, and whenever that wedding does take place, I will sell every belonging I own. They get a plane ticket and go over there, and I will give you away in marriage.
Give me away there.
I'll be your R2D2.
My R2D2.
I'll make
Yeah,
sure I have
I
a little
mean-
tin can. It'll probably just be a trash
Dude.
can, but
Dude, meeting girls is just so difficult. It just
So-
is.
this is actually one of my questions on my sheet. So where do you see, not behind the bricks, but where do you want to see Luke in like the next 10 years?
Next 10 years, hopefully married. Let's see, I'm 20, 30. Hopefully married with 2 kids, or a kid at least.
A
If
kid,
not a second on the way. Yeah.
man,
Married with a kid and a second on
you
the
have
way.
this pinpointed, dude.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know where I'm going to be in 10 days, let alone 10 years.
Well, I don't. Okay. This is just where I would like to be in 10
Okay.
years.
Like you're painting a picture.
Yeah, like hopefully I could be engaged by like 25. Then, I don't know, married at like 27, have first kid at 29. Just like every 2 years, like kind of something happens. Like,
Every 2
That's
years,
just-
I take a step.
yeah. Like, I think that's good. Like, I want to spend the first. It's going to be a great time with great memories and food. Hey, man, you are absolutely right. You are
Do they have chicken
absolutely
tenders there?
right. No.
Shoot, I ain't going.
Like in the grocery store, yeah, but like not in a restaurant. You're not getting chicken tenders.
No, I want my chicken tendies and some ranch. I'm a man of culture.
Dude, I haven't had ranch since I left the States.
Get out of here.
No, they don't. Like, they have it here, but like it's not like that's an American thing. Like, but I do have to say, like, the grocery stores, they have dollar steaks.
What?
Yes.
What? Are they good?
Yeah. No, like it's a steak. Like, you could get a steak for anywhere from €1 to €6. Yeah.
Hey, can you mail me some? Like that food you were supposed to send me like a few weeks ago that still haven't got here?
And listen, I don't know if it'll be good.
Hey. I like my spoiled meat. Just like me on the fridge. Some those things. Yes.
But yeah, I see myself hopefully married in 10 years.
Do you foresee yourself still having content in that time?
Oh, 1,000,000%. I don't see myself stopping content anymore. I only see myself continuing to make it at this point.
I hope to be done in 10 years' time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm only here for as long as people let me.
Yeah. That's a valid point. I mean, I think we set our own boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And if you aren't passionate anymore, maybe it's time to let it go. But I don't know. This is something that I think I'll always be passionate about. And even if I'm not consistent, just getting a video out every
year,
if that, like, yeah, just getting something out during the years. And just this is the legacy that you build yourself and you leave behind.
No pun intended, right? With the build?
No pun intended.
Okay. So I'm gonna clarify.
But this is quite literally part of your legacy that you're leaving behind. And I think that's really important to let people know who you are and what you did in your life. And, you know, everyone now it's all about being remembered. And if that's really what you want to be is remembered, then do something impactful. Like, it's as simple as that.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Kind of, I took a quick glance. Like Kennedy's saying, the brick connection must go on forever.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot. Only if you guys are still going to be here, because the brick connection cannot work on a one-man show. It definitely needs a second.
Yeah, no, but I think, like, if you ask any of us to be a guest again in a heartbeat, any of us would say yes.
Yeah. It's definitely going to happen. I would like to do a round table or wrap up season 1.
Okay.
You know, have everyone that's been a guest come back on. And we just kind of recap everything that was spoken, you know. And but I feel like, you know, for this to keep going, you know, we need, I don't know. I would, you know, it's weird to even think, you know, because it just started like what, this month? Last month, January, whenever it was.
Right.
Yeah, like late January. You know, it's just weird to even think about, like, where's the show going to be like a year from now? Is it even going to be, there's going to be dust on a shelf in the YouTube database? Or say if we do go like another 10 years, will there just be like a new generation of people and we'll just be the old men?
I mean,
kind of like how I view L'Occitane.
If you think about it, we're not even going to be that old in 10 years.
No, but in the grand scheme of things,
yeah,
you know, we're going to be old in comparison to the
there's going to be a whole new generation, right?
That's weird to think about.
That is weird to think about. I mean, yeah, you put that in perspective. My cousins just had like a bunch of new babies just came into the family. Four new babies just came into the family.
Oh my.
And well, so long story short, siblings are married to their spouses. One had one kid, the other had triplets.
Oh, Lord. My sister had twins. And triplets, dude, that's nuts.
It's crazy. But anyways, like, it's crazy to think that in 10 years there'll be 10. Like,
okay, yeah, like, we're changing the page here. I'm getting a mind warp. That's whoa. My nieces will be 14.
Yeah.
Man. Life goes by pretty quick.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about. It really is. Nice to have life goals. Yeah. I mean, I definitely get it, Stickler. But I'm gonna take those wrenches as learning opportunities.
So you're a glass half full kind of guy.
Yeah.
See, I'm more of like I'm halfway to the next one.
Okay.
You know, when the cool latte is getting about halfway, I'm halfway to another full one.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah. I can get behind that for sure.
In 10 years, the sequels will have their day. I agree. I mean, that leads me into a nice segue because I wanted to touch on this. What would be your favorite of each? generation of Star Wars. Like, being the OT, prequels, sequel, the Disney era, what would be your favorite, your favorite piece from all those?
Like, just in terms of the movie, like favorite movie from each.
Could be, games, movies, whatever.
Wow. I'm a big prequel Clone Wars guy.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Okay, so I'll split it up into 4 eras.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do OT, PT, Clone Wars / like TV show era.
Okay.
And we'll do ST. So OT, for me, it's between Return of the Jedi and A New Hope. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I really don't like Empire. I really don't.
Man, those crickets are really chirping now.
I really don't like it.
Stud Lake's gonna come after you. It's like a pitchfork, dude.
My favorite part of it is Hoth. And then in my opinion, it just kind of goes downhill. And then you get peak I Am Your Father. And then it's just...
Dude, peak of Empire was Luke training with Yoda on Dagobah. Seeing a little backpack Yoda? Yeah, give me some of that.
It just, there's good parts of it, but it feels like, it wasn't even directed by George Lucas.
No.
And it just feels like there's so much more story that could have been told. What's up, Cool Han?
What's going on?
There's so much more.
First time he's been alive here.
There's so much more story that could have been told in that 2.5 hours or whatever it is. I just think it's a little lackluster.
I respect it, but I don't have to agree with it.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
I like your take, though. It's nice to hear different outlooks.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say I hate any of the Star Wars media. I just prefer one over the other. But I would probably have to say, I think, I don't know, because I've been back and forth in my mind between A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. So I think I'm going to say A New Hope just because that's where it all began, But Return of the Jedi is really high up there for me as well. And then we move into prequels. Easily Revenge of the Sith. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It is easily Revenge of the Sith. For me.
So it's your year then. It's your year.
Yeah, my year. You best believe I'll be in theaters.
I will be too, but it's not my favorite of the prequel era.
I know, you're Attack of the Clones guy, right?
All the way, every day.
Dude. Yeah, brother. Listen, Attack of the Clones is great as well. Don't get me wrong.
Just that feeling when you see all the clones with Yoda and the gunship, they drop down into the arena. Dude.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally get it. Again, just what I prefer over the other. But, Revenge of the Sith actually had such a huge turnaround in my fan experience because I hated it at first.
Really?
Yeah, I did not like it at all. But then I rewatched it and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I think that's kind of what I need to do with all the Star Wars movies because I haven't watched them in so long that I need to just rewatch them all and just pay attention to things I might not have noticed before, And then let's see, move into Clone Wars era. I'm gonna go obviously Clone Wars, the show. Specific arc. Season 4. The one that really stood out to me was the slave arc. Because I really like the final battle. I think it's Kadavo is the planet it takes place on. And that's a mock that I've wanted to build for a really long time, actually. Which Clone Wars show though? Animated. The animated 3D 2008.
2D is better.
I love the 2D show. I absolutely love it. That was actually
good.
my first Clone Wars.
Me too.
I saw 2D before I saw 3D, but I
Same.
saw 2D for the first time in like 2009 when Clone Wars was already out, the second one. Yeah. But I would have to say the Kadavo arc is really pivotal for me, and I really want to make Kadavo out of Lego at one point.
That'd be sick. That'd be really cool to see.
And then sequels, it's got to be Force Awakens for me. It's just got to be. Yeah.
That opening though, that's good.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. That was so cool.
Yeah. I do like Force Awakens, I have to say.
Just showed how good it all could have been if it was all coherent.
I know. And the issue was J.J. Abrams had to make up so much or try to make up so much in Rise of Skywalker because he didn't direct Last Jedi.
Yeah.
So
that's a whole topic in itself.
Yeah.
So you said your prequel, OT, ST. So and then you said your Clone Wars. Is there anything else?
I guess it wouldn't be complete without the complete saga. Lego Star Wars Complete Saga video game.
Okay.
Yeah, that was childhood for me.
Oh yeah, I think it was for all of us in a way.
Yeah. I got that. I remember I got it when I was like 8 years old.
I remember playing it on the PlayStation 2.
I had it on the Wii.
The Wii? Man, the good old Wii.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So for the prequels, for me, of course, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Original trilogy, I'm a big Return of the Jedi guy. Well, I love it. That was the very first Star Wars I saw. It was with my dad. It was like a snow day. And my dad was like, hey, you want to go watch this? I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And I was like gasping in awe, like, whoa, this is cool. And I was so young to the point where he had me convinced that it was all real. Like it actually did happen in the galaxy a long time ago.
That's
funny.
I
believed him. Yeah. I was like a little child. But it's like, if what your parents are saying, it must be truth.
Yeah.
It's that
type of thing.
And then for the sequel, I can't really pick a favorite because I only like pieces and parts of each one. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have to say my favorite part of all of it's when you see Luke training Leia and like that flashback cutscene for like a minute. I just thought that was really cool because it reminded me of it kind of took me back to Return to Jedi because Yoda's like, there's another, and Vader's like, oh, your sister. That'd be it's kind of cool seeing that. And then I don't know, for games, it's really hard for me to decide because each one's like a period of time for me. Of course, I'm always gonna say I really enjoyed the original Battlefront 2 because I played that for hundreds of hours with my siblings. We would just take turns playing it. It was a really good time.
Yeah.
And I also really loved The Force Unleashed. Star Killer. I just remember playing that one to death with my dad. So in a way, that game has a lot more special meaning to me now that he's gone. And I remember one Christmas or whatever, he bought the Rogue Shadow set, and we were just building it while we were playing the game. But it kind of got me back into Star Wars. I'm sure everyone knows who Star Wars Theory is.
Yes.
I was in his live streams for the Jedi Fallen Order game, and I love that time period the most in Star Wars. Seeing the fall of the Republic and the Empire and that like awkward year stage, like right after it happened, like the first 1 or 2 years, seeing how, with the phasing out the clone troopers and the storm, I think that's why, for animated, I would say Bad Batch is my favorite.
I did like Bad Batch a lot.
I love, just it showed that contrast of like what was happening, how the clones are reacting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, they all followed Order 66, but there was clones that knew what they were doing was wrong after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Empire didn't stick with them. And I just remember, it was just, it really made me think of the Clone Wars too, in a way, because I grew up, every Friday night I would watch that, and then I would call my best friend of childhood, Alex, and we would talk about the episode. It just took me back to that time, just really thinking
Mm-hmm.
about that. So in a way, yeah, the Clone Wars is my favorite, but not the Clone Wars, but like the 2D, where you had
Mm-hmm.
Fordo and all of them. I really love those. I guess they're, how I saw them were like the DVD movie sets. Like the one disc would be the first season completely.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
simultaneous on the two.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I saw them. So in a way, it really made me think of that, because he would come over on weekends and we'd watch that DVD to whatever. We'd be looking at Toy Star or Toy Whiz or whatever it's called, looking at Star Wars Clone Troopers on there, making a list. And then I think that would be my ranking. But I think my favorite thing Disney's done since having the rights would definitely be the Fallen Order franchise, because it's like what Shreddy was saying. That's how I first met him before I was back in the Lego community, was through Theory.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the time of just being that, you kind of remember that pinpoint of like, hey, that was a really good time. Sure, life was crappy because I was right when my dad died, so I was like looking for something to keep my mind occupied. And
right
that moment, it's like, oh yeah, that's always going to stick out to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and the whole story of Cal and like his character progression so far, I really like it.
Yes.
And of course, Starkiller, I'm always going to like him more than Cal. But I think Cal is probably the best thing Disney has done.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did not mean to take 10 minutes there.
No, all good. I know your typical format is an hour and a half. I don't know if you're familiar with my live streams. I break that format with like every time I'm the guest, it's fucking goes like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I have no limitation. It's just I let the conversation dictate how long we go.
Okay.
So,
okay. Yeah.
We still got a few more questions here. This is the time where I'm going to ask the chat. Submit all your questions, and I will star them. And like the last 15 minutes or so, we'll go through rapid fire. So there's no break of context, and we're
all right.
We zip right through.
Yeah, put your questions in. If you want to get to know me a little bit.
Yeah. So my question is, do you think Lego influenced what you're trying to do as a career, being like architecture?
Oh, 1,000,000%. Yes. Because my dream job is to go be a Lego set designer.
Really?
Yeah, it's been my dream job since I was 5 years old, since my first Lego set.
When you get there, can you do me a favor?
What do you mean when? If.
No, it's when.
All right, yeah.
Can you give me like a Jedi Fallen Order Bogano set?
Okay. I'll keep that in the back of my mind, yeah.
And I want there to be a droplet of blood on Cal from a Stormy.
Okay.
If you don't do that, we're terminating our friendship agreement. Or a contractual agreement.
Okay. Okay, so it depends on if I get into the Star Wars team. Obviously, that's the goal. But if I get into the Star Wars team, yeah, I can see what I can do.
Even if you don't get into a Star Wars team, I expect you to like have like a hostage situation. Like, look, no one leaves this building unless the set gets made.
Oh my gosh. Actually,
I don't condone that.
No.
So I revoke my statement. So you definitely say your passion for Lego definitely attributes what you're doing.
Oh, 100%, yes. That's part of the reason I became an architecture major, is because I need a 3D design major in order to even be considered by Lego.
Really?
Yes. You need a 3D, or you need a background in design to even be considered by Lego. And I chose 3D design because I figure it just goes better than like.
They're all like, these are 3D. So makes sense. There's a method to the madness, apparently.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So there's that, and like also I needed to choose a career that if Lego didn't work out, I would still be really successful in. And architecture just fit that bill perfectly.
So you always knew what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's something I feel like you don't hear too much of, you know. Like for me, I knew what I wanted to do, but that was like a 4-year time, you know. It wasn't something you could, sure, you could have made a life out of it, but not many people do.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's really cool in hearing that like you do, and it's actually, you know, it's like time proof. Like you can do it for years. You know, it's not like your body will give out where you can't do it anymore, you know, because of the trade or what the job is.
Yeah.
But do you find yourself using the principles and stuff that you're learning through your architecture courses and like your newer MOCs?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so bad. Like it's good, but it's so bad. I'm such a nerd. I've been taking a photography class with a famous photographer like here in Italy. He's my teacher. Like he's currently in LA, like doing photography for the Oscars.
Wait, hold up. I must ask.
Yes.
Does he have Sydney Sweeney's contact info?
No.
Had to try. Had to give it a shot.
But he's got like, I don't know, almost 65K on Instagram, like just crazy numbers.
Shoot, dude.
And I'm lucky enough to be a student. So
That's
I've
nuts.
been using a lot of the photography stuff I'm learning and implementing it into videography and thumbnail design for my videos, actually, which is kind of cool. And yes, 100%. Before I do anything now, I sketch. Before I do anything for Lego related, I sketch, and that's a result of architecture. And I always think about the design elements and how they're interacting with each other. Like I'm such a nerd just saying this.
Yeah, you dork.
Yeah, seriously.
Gosh.
What am I even doing right now? But like it goes back to in my first year, like I only see architecture now. Like the first thing I notice about any place I'm in is the architecture. Which is really, I was in Paris 2 weekends ago and I was talking with one of my friends and he was like, why is it that all we see is architecture now? And I was like, it's just the way we were raised.
Your mind, you know,
it's been trained.
Yeah, it's transformed into something different.
Yeah.
And I think that shows like what you're doing that works, you know. And I think in the end, you know, it makes you better at it because you're able to take inspiration from nothing.
Yes, I know 1,000,000%. Like there's so many. I just started watching. His name is Mark. He was on Lego Masters. I don't know the channel name, but he does like the 24-hour and 12-hour build challenges. I literally, one of his videos caught my eye. It was the samurai one he just made.
Oh, that's cool.
He was talking about the architecture, the Japanese architecture. And it just like kind of made me realize, yeah, there's a lot of projects I'd like to do that involve architecture. Yes, Mark of Falworth. Yes.
Hi, Amy. How's it going?
Yeah, and he, you know, he was talking about the architecture, and I was like, it just kind of made me realize, oh my God, there's so much like that I should start building. Like I've only really attempted Star Wars architecture, but there's really a lot more that I could be doing as well, which is kind of cool. And I kind of did attempt it before I even got into architecture. I made it was for one of Lego's projects. It was called like Afrofuturism. Like one of Lego's like ideas, like competitions. I didn't complete it in time for the competition. However, I completed it on my own time and I really enjoyed it. And that was kind of like my first taste of building architecture in Lego.
Okay. That's so kind of going off of like what you're doing with Lego and everything that you're kind of you said earlier that you're looking to kind of like pivot into a new direction of content, but it's going to be a several year change.
Yes, it's going to take several years to implement the change. Yeah.
Have you already started that implementation?
Yep. Yes. I'm not going to say how.
Oh, yeah, I was hoping to get a little nugget here.
All right. Well, we can dive in.
I got my dip sauce ready. I got my ranch and I'm waiting for my chicken tendy.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, it's already started. I'm kind of. How do I say this without giving too much away? I mean, the change from the smaller vignettes that I've been doing into the large scale dioramas is already like starting to happen. Imagine having a build stream and not doing building.
Happens.
It does happen. It does.
Are you wanting? Cool. Are you saying you want me to build? There. I built a figure.
But yeah, so just the transition into large scale mock building is allowing me to get my pieces up, like enhance my parts collection for the next step. It's allowing me to enhance my techniques for the next step. It's allowing me to figure out what works and what doesn't in terms of size, I think, for the next step. So I so badly want to reveal it, but I can't. I gotta stay silent. I gotta stay silent. But yeah, like implementations are already happening, and you will notice them in my next. Starting with the first mock update for the collaboration for Brick World.
Ooh, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Well, I'm friends with you, Cole, Kennedy, the big three heads working on it. Mm-hmm. And Cole's already started, posting what he's doing.
Yep.
And you showed me some sketches of what you're doing and some mock-ups.
Yeah.
And when he was talking about in the video of what it is you're doing, like he didn't directly say, that what you're designing. But after the images you showed me, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what's being. I felt like such a cool guy because I'm like, I know.
I can reveal my portion. I think.
How did it feel to be asked? Like, were you asked? Because I know Cole was definitely probably like the lead of starting this because Tuck's his favorite of like all time.
The story is actually really interesting.
Please tell me.
So I actually approached them. About it. And Cole came back and was like, dude, I've been wanting to do a collaboration, like yada, yada, yada. But the idea to do a collaboration wasn't originally mine. It was a guy of the name Tiger Builds, who hasn't been very active. Yes, but he hasn't been very active. And
he was in ACOB last night.
Mm-hmm. And he was on one of my streams. And we were talking, or maybe I was on one of his streams. Regardless, we got in contact with each other. And someone was on someone's stream.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he's like, yo, what do you think about a collaboration? And I'm like, dude, that would be sick, yada, yada, yada. So we sat down, had a few meetings after, started talking about collaborations. Then we were like, okay, who else can we bring into this? And immediately I was like, Cole. Immediately. And then I was like, oh, Kennedy would be great too, but I don't know him. This is before I even interacted with Kennedy.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, he's not going to respond. Within 2 minutes, I got a text back from him. And he's like, yeah, like, let's do it.
Kennedy is like, I love Cole, but Kennedy's like so chill. Yeah. Like, Cole's also super chill, but
they both are, yeah.
The first person I met in reality, like face to face in this Lego community, other than like, Coop, who I rolled up with at Brick World from the airport, like the first, like, creator was Kennedy. I saw this dude, just like pull out, like hop out of his van or his house on wheels, as I was saying. That thing was huge. Yeah. And it was like, we probably talked for like a good 2 hours, and then we were hanging out in the Rennie lobby at night. We each had like our own box of Coors, and we were just chatting. And it was like, whoa, I feel like I've known this dude my entire life.
That's so sick.
And it's like, so Kent, you're still working, dude. Clark Kent, if you're still watching, dude.
Yeah, I texted him. I honestly doubt if he even remembers like that first text exchange, but I was like, hey, like I was like, hey,
big fan.
Yeah, and
watch all your videos.
Like, yeah, I was like, I've been watching you. It's like pretty much since you started. Like,
Hi, I'm Luke, and I love your content, dude. What you want to maybe maybe we get together and we can make a video.
That's literally how it went. That's literally how it went. And he was like, yeah. Oh, cool, Han. Yeah. Yeah, it's very much real.
I like how, not to go off tangent, but everyone's talking about what they're having for dinner.
Yeah.
What'd you have for dinner? Have you eaten yet?
I had pasta with sausage. Some ground sausage and some what is it, rigatoni with tomato sauce. What about you?
I haven't ate yet today. I'm gonna
might need to do that after this.
I've been experimenting with what's it called, like intermittent fasting.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to see how my body reacts to it, and so far I like it because I like, I'm a big jiu-jitsu fella, so I like training on an empty stomach because it makes you have to like dig a little bit deeper. And I dig that. But I think tonight I might, call me a meat lover because I am. I'm probably gonna fry up like 3 New York strips.
Nice.
A nice amount of rice and some asparagus. I was talking to Malls the other night, and he's like, "Hey, where are you having?" And I had 2, and I took those 2 steaks down real quick. And I was still hungry, so I'm like, let's throw in a 3rd.
Damn.
So, yeah. Amy was saying that like she had a hot dog and a pretzel. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Nathan's Coney, I don't mess with it. But the coney sauce I do is Rudy's. If you know Rudy's, you know. But, Ultron, what's going on? Nice to see you here. And Kuhanga.
Well, the background is real. No, it really does. It's kind of crazy because I didn't notice it until you guys started mentioning it. Like, it was just like one of those things where you guys mentioned it. I'm just in the outer rim. Yeah. But yeah, it's very much real. It's not an illusion.
No, you're definitely in the Falcon, dude. You in the hotel.
Yeah, I'm on the set. Like they said, I'm on the set of Andor. Just don't tell anyone.
Set of Andor, huh? So, if you're on the set of Andor, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
So, I have a really dear friend. He's here, Shreddy. Bros help the bros. I know if he was in contact with someone that, was in the presence of Sydney Sweeney, he'd be doing the same. His girl Bix, he's crushing hard. He's the #1 fan of Bix. I can have him send me my digits and I can send you his digits and you could just be the messenger.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Because, he's not in high school anymore, but he said he would like to take her to homecoming.
Hey, you don't know unless you try, right?
Yeah, so you're saying you can make this happen?
Well, I don't want to make any promises because I may or may not be on the set of Andor, and more not than am. Like,
man, so Shreddy, just to let you know, you might be having to run that tux a bit sooner than you thought.
D1 Bix lover.
Shreddy and Bix sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Oh my god.
Were you ever teased as a child with that?
Oh, a million times. A million times. All the time.
I was.
I'm just a hopeless romantic. If you want to know like a bit more about me personally, I'm just a hopeless romantic.
How so?
And because of that, I was constantly teased about liking a girl or whatever. So yeah.
So, who's the ideal lady for Luke? Is her name
Ideally,
Leia?
No. Like the ideal, like my type. I don't know. My friends all say I have a type, but I don't think so because every girl that I've dated looks different.
That's exactly what someone with a type would say.
No, but it's true. It's true. So I genuinely don't think, but if you want to know the type that my friends say I have, like short-ish, like 5'4", mousy brown hair, rounder face.
Sound a lot like me. Man.
You know, like all the basics in terms of personality, like loyal, honest, all that, trustworthy.
I'd say loyalty has to be the number one thing.
Oh yeah.
So without loyalty, you got nothing.
Yeah. Loyalty, honesty, communication, like solid foundations for a relationship.
You know, and you're an architect, so you know foundations more than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Amy brings up a good point, Luke.
Maybe my type is the lady that likes me back. I would think so. I mean,
Amanda's wedding on Naboo, it's getting close.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird because after my last relationship, I kind of just took a break. I was just like, I need a break from it all.
Break you poo?
And haven't gone back into dating. So
when we get you in Chicago, you might be able to find your future spouse at the Rennie.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How would you feel about that?
I don't even know.
I could figure out how I could take those like marriage courses online and get my certificate, and I could be your little pastor. I'll make sure I go to the local Catholic church. I asked one of the priests if I could borrow the shirts. Well, I'll make sure it's legit. And instead of the Bible, I'll be reading out the Lego instructions. Is this 1x1 stud? Take this other 1x1 stud? Be lawfully married in the eyes of the Lego brick?
Yeah.
But, I only have one last question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
We can fire into all the questions here, guys. I don't want people to think we're ignoring. But, where would you want to see your where do you want you to be in, say, like, the next year? And also, like, what advice would you have to someone that's kind of just starting out and doesn't know what they want to do? Or is too scared to go?
So, okay, just to reiterate, where do I want to be in the next year?
Mm-hmm.
And then my advice to people starting out. Okay. Honestly, just making MOCs and collaborating with people, I think, is where I want to, because collaborations and connections are just so key when it comes to when it comes to YouTube in general. You meet new people, whatever. Like, there's still so many people I want to meet that I just haven't yet. And so that's where you might see the contradiction in my introvertedness, is because if I want to meet someone, I'll go up to them and I'll talk to them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think just collaborating with new people, we've built a solid friend group, I would say, so far. And like, if more people want to join, more than welcome.
Cool.
But
down for more.
But like just making those new relationships and friendships with people and gaining those new opportunities, I think is where I want to be in the next year. Because like I'm gonna keep building MOCs. Nothing's gonna stop me from that. It's who I'm building with that I think also makes or breaks it. But like I've talked to Cole about like joining Lego Masters, like applying for Lego Masters when I'm done with school. And he's like, hell yeah, like that would be awesome. Like I could always see myself just having a good time building with Cole, Kennedy, and like maybe new people, like maybe Firebird, maybe Coconut, like you know, like there's definitely people I'd like to get out to and collaborate with and meet. Yeah, cool, Han. I am close to your time zone. Love to collab, dude. Let's make it happen, please. I am always open to collaborations. And okay, here I'm gonna expose my location for spring break, like the second half of spring break, exact dates. Cool, Han. I don't know where exactly you are in the UK, but I will be in London from March 5th to March 8th. So if you want to meet up at all, I'll be available, like a Lego store, or if you want to go out for a meal or something, I'll be there.
Shot your shot.
Yeah.
Shot your shot. Our connections is bringing more connections. Look at that.
Yeah, I reached out to SW too, and he's like, "Hey man, if it works, it works. Like, if I could do it, yeah, let's make it happen."
Have you reached out to LBB, one of Bridges Bricks?
I haven't. I don't think he's familiar with me enough for that. But
yeah, you never know.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, cool, Han. Would be awesome to collaborate. Like seriously, just shoot me a DM. Let's make it happen.
And we're gonna be getting Cool on here soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely needs to be an episode. You know, you're in the near future, within a month or so.
Yeah. In terms of advice, just do what you're passionate about. Follow your passion. You know, for an assignment for school, I had to do a reading presentation, and the reading just happened to be written by my teacher who was teaching the class. And the whole thing was about following your passion, pretty much, and like learning from it and learning from the people you're surrounded with. That's what this is about. It's all a learning experience. Just find what really drives you and what you're passionate about, and just follow it. And no matter what anyone tells you, because I've been bullied for having a Lego YouTube channel when I was in high school, middle school, whatever. Don't listen to them. Just follow what you're passionate about, and don't let people define what you do.
That's some damn solid advice. He says that would be awesome. That's a huge trek for me though.
You're in West Wales. Oh, okay.
You never know. Definitely something online though.
Yes.
Cool.
Definitely something online for sure.
That is an ice cold comment. You know.
Yeah.
Has me freezing over here. So with that being said, you know, again, everyone put your questions in here, and we're gonna start from the ones I initially started.
Yeah. If you guys have questions, let's go through them.
You know, we'll probably go till we hit an even 2, just because, you know, I would love to, or, you know, maybe I go and take my quick little 1-minute intermission while you're answering some questions. So this is from a fellow alumni. Now, you are a part of the club. You're now an alumni in the show. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I love it, dude. Since I know we've been talking about having me on for a while now, and just like,
it was just us lining up times. It was different.
Yeah. I've been so excited for this moment, and it just means a lot. Dude, I read your thing last night, and I sent it to my mom, like your description in the post.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry here.
I sent it to my mom, and she was like, "You need to save that. Like that, he is special. Like that is so awesome. Like you need to keep that like going." And I was like, yeah, oh no, 1,000,000%. And I was like, it was so sweet. Like I couldn't
mean,
even.
you texted me like I was gonna reply, but I'm like, you know what? I'm like half asleep right now, and it's probably gonna be
Yeah.
jibber because my thumb was like I don't know, the way I sleep is like I put my one arm completely. You know, I like to sleep on the floor, right? I think I told you
You
this.
do?
Yeah,
Okay.
helps my back.
Mm-hmm.
Old man energy. That's
Yeah.
good to be saying. But I sleep right on my shoulder, so it was like I felt my hand going, like my arm going, like yeah. If I were, you know, gonna text you back, you probably it'd just be like HJKKWW. It just wouldn't make sense. So when I woke up, like, dude, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm
No. Yeah.
like whenever I go and make those posts, dude, it takes me a little bit because I crack out the good old dictionary, or or I'll Google like, what would be the proper placement for this punctuation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I try and make those special to the person because in a way those posts are like a love letter to you guys, and you guys all deserve, especially you. I mean, shoot, like yeah, we were talking or whatever in the summer, going through the fall, but it wasn't until after a 24-hour live stream, we're like, yo, let's swap numbers, and we've texted probably like what every week, several times, long
It's
combos.
almost been every day.
Yeah.
It's almost been every day. And like, that's so cool. Like, but this is what I love about collaborations. Like, like with Coolhan wanting to collaborate, dude, let's freaking do it. Like, I am so down to connect with people and make friends with new people. And, like, it's just incredible. Like there's no other word to describe it. It's just incredible, the people you can meet. And like I mean, yeah, like just becoming better friends with you has been such an amazing experience, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. And like meeting all these new people, like Amy, yeah, I've heard of you before, but I've never actually gotten a chance to interact with you. Like let's interact. Like let's freaking do it. Or Stickler Bricks, or General Tron's Bricks. Like there's so many people that I haven't met yet. Like, and I know Maul, we've interacted in the 24-hour stream, but let's freaking DM. Like let's get to know each other better. Like I'm just so down to just collaborate and meet new people. Like,
down to clown.
Yeah, I mean let's just talk. Like I'm down just to get to know you better. Like it doesn't have to be anything huge. Like I'll show up in a video, you could show up in one of my videos. Like let's freaking do it.
I'd agree, because like I'll leave a little leaky poo. Everyone thought I was gonna be doing the Bat Bunker, and that was gonna be a thing, but only like one person really know. Two people know what I'm doing. The other one being the other alumni, Nate. He says, "Want the motivation, dude?" By the way.
Hey man, I appreciate it.
And might invite you as like a collaboration, like a collab or whatever. And it could be, might have you and Nate pop in a video or whatever, and we could have like a little design council. That'd be kind of a fun little chapter.
That'd be fun. Cool. That'd be fun.
But Amy says, Ostef is, Amy, you're wonderful. He truly sees. Yeah, I try. That means a lot, Amy. Thank you. Gonna make me cry on stream here. And Brick Dynasty community. Absolutely. He says, oh, look at that. I'm a DM, brother.
Dude, DM me, seriously. Yeah, for real.
And we'll go into the questions people were submitting here. And the first one comes from our alumni. None other than Nate Builds himself. He says, what mock are you most looking forward to pursuing in the future?
All right, I've alluded to this before, and like unfortunately, it might not happen for a little bit, but I would love to do a large scale Utapau. I'm thinking
the best legions there.
I'm literally thinking like 6x6 gray base plate, so 36 gray base plates, and like just like a quarter of the sinkhole, and like maybe 6 feet tall. And I want to have the droid control ship coming out of the the bunker, or like part of it, and I want there to be a cross section so you can see like the levels of the droid control ship. And that's why I bought so many ATTs, and I'm building up the 212 because I really want to like make this mock like give it justice. So yeah, that Utapau.
It's the best battle I think we've seen in the prequel films.
Yeah.
So cool.
I have to agree. It's awesome.
Whenever it does happen, can I send you my sig fig head and you can just like put me as a dead clone?
Yeah. No, like I'm so down to like I said, like all about collaboration, right? If you guys have a request for the mock, I want to make it happen. Like part of the mock, like let's incorporate it. Let's do it.
Who knows? Maybe I'll have a pad printing business up and running by then. Wink,
Pad
wink.
printing?
Wink,
That'd be
wink.
awesome.
Heavy wink, wink. So, yeah, Nate, he says he wants to do Utapau. Such a fire. And that's the best clone legion, the 212th. I know it might be contradictory to my profile picture, but yeah, the 212 is my favorite legion.
But your favorite, okay, so 212 is your favorite legion, but your favorite clone is Echo, right?
Arc Trooper Echo, yep.
Yeah.
Now my favorite like officer or whatever would have to be Cody. The fact that Cody had the balls to literally go punch Grievous in the face.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding? Like, you knew that was gonna be a lose-lose. Like, there was nothing. Like, he's like, I'm gonna go throw some hands.
It was funny. Dude, the 212 just boxes with battle droids. Like, they just do that.
And the crab droid just goes.
Yeah.
So cool. They're fearless, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between fearless and crazy. The 212 being fearless and the 501st being just straight up nuts. They're definitely war criminals.
Yeah.
And the next question comes from Shreddy. It says, what is your white whale Lego set?
There's so many. One of them would have to be the 2011 Ninjago Fire Temple. But if we're sticking purely Star Wars, you've got me stumped. Maybe maybe the original Blockade Runner from 2001.
Oh, okay.
I think that would be a really cool set to own.
Yeah. Would you go sealed boy on that one, or would you buy it used?
Oh, hell no. I would go used. I can't justify spending like 600.
The only set I would go and buy sealed would definitely be a Bounty Hunter Pursuit.
Yeah.
With Zam and
yeah,
because Zam's probably my favorite character in Star Wars. Like Bounty Hunter wise, she's so cool.
I wanted to quickly go back up to one of the comments. Where was it? It was Cool Han. Love that Luke is the only other person in this community that respects Mario along with me. Yeah. I mean, dude, I definitely respect the theme. I'm so glad they're doing it. Obviously wish they were making minifigures, because like now that Bluey got revealed and you're seeing they're doing minifigures, it's literally like, oh, come on. Now you're just
you're edging them.
Yeah, now you're just like throwing it in our faces.
So that does need to be remade.
Oh, for sure.
Luke, when you get in,
another one.
Yeah, another one. Let me like come in and design the helmet.
Okay.
Speak for hiring outside talent.
Yeah.
And Stickler with the next question here. Luke, you should start with BDP. Money to be there and get your own set produced by Lego.
So I have considered it. It's just not a great time for me right now with school. But like definitely when I graduate, if they're still running it, I would love to be part of the Bricklink designer program. And like submit my build. I don't know what I would do yet. That would be interesting to see what I can come up with. Because like I definitely want to let my creativity take over with that one. So, yeah, definitely want to let my creativity take over and just kind of go wild and building. So I would love to be a part of it. Just not yet.
Yeah. Next question comes from Coolhan Luke, the icy boy himself. He's asking you, what is the best way to grow a new channel? Asking for myself.
You know, we have said consistency, but it goes beyond that. I didn't grow my channel from consistency. I just followed what I wanted to do, and people have latched on and left as I've been doing it. And specifically when I did Mario Part 1, it just kind of took off. And I know that's a really, like, it's just luck at that point. But and the fact that it happened to be Mario was kind of funny. But if you really want to grow the channel, I would say do a mix of things you're passionate about and things that your audience is going to start to want to see. Yeah, you could be consistent. It definitely helps to be consistent, but it's not a guarantee. And I mean, in terms of just growing the channel, build connections, do the collaborations, because a lot of the times collaborations get me subs, but I don't do them for that reason, obviously. But they just happen to get me subs.
This happens naturally.
Yeah, I did.
It's exposure.
Yeah, I did collaborations with easily at least 12 people now, and each time I gain 5 subs here, 10 subs there. So just collaborating with people, getting your name out there more, definitely the way to go. And let's see, I mean, something that's worked for me in the past is like loosely planning out video ideas just to get down, like, because if you run out of content, there's no content to make. So getting a list of ideas for the content to then get a consistent upload schedule, I think is another thing. But finding what works for you is most important.
Yeah. Look, kind
overall.
I'm not successful by any means, but I feel like, the personality of the person definitely carries. In Coolhan, you definitely have that personality. Like, there's not many people I know that can generate a conversation out of thin air, and Coolhan can definitely do that. And I think that's a good thing to do. Just you can roll off the cuff with stuff, and it's not it's not forced. It's completely authentic, because what Coolhan's doing, it's genuinely him. There's no like BS or whatever. It's just him. Coolhan was definitely a big pusher for this, because it's like, he was able to make a show, and it's pretty damn successful. Like,
yeah, well, but that's exactly it. I mean, you just said, "Oh, I'm not successful by any means," but I would completely disagree. What you're doing, you're bringing the community together. Like, that's a success in and of itself. And I mean, Fit Lego Guy here is like, be consistent in what's manageable for you. Yeah, 100%. Don't try and be like anyone else. Be yourself. And you said that Coolhan does that, and I agree. I completely agree. And that's what's important. Actually, oh my God, I felt so terrible, actually, because Coolhan, I found out, was one of my first followers on Instagram. And I didn't recognize the name, so I didn't follow back or anything. And then we were in the 24-hour live stream, and I was just going through because I was getting a million follow requests from like everybody in there. And I was going through and I was like, oh, let me follow Coolhan. And I saw he's already following me and I was like,
Awkward
oh
moment.
no.
Awkward moment.
Oh no. I felt horrible.
Did you pull the DM like, dude, I'm so sorry I don't check it this much?
No, I just followed him back immediately and I was like, I'm not saying anything.
The shame.
I was like, oh no, I'm not saying anything.
The shame. The shame. I'm
Yeah,
really
I
bad
felt
at social
so
media
bad.
in general. Like Coolhan knows this, and I'm sure you know it. Like, I'll get a message from someone, I'll read it. I'm like, yeah. In my head, I've like replied with what I was thinking. Then like 2 days ago,
Yeah.
I'm like, did I actually reply to that? And then, like, it'll be like, it won't be something small, it'll be like something major with planning or whatever. I just completely, in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I did. Because my thoughts are just like, it happens, we're human.
Oh,
But
100%. But yeah, it was just like one of those moments, and I was like, oh my God, I'm a horrible human being. And like,
terrible.
I know.
Completely going to
hell
hell in a
is wrong
handbasket.
with me?
But the
Yeah.
next question comes from Stickler again.
All right.
Ask Luke, what mock are you most proud of? Can check out your channel after this. Good.
Mock I'm most proud of. I've done a few that I haven't posted at all. One of those was the Afrofuturism mock, and I think I'd have to say that one, just because like the stuff I do for my videos, I don't know, it has a deeper meaning when you're doing it just for yourself and not for a video. And not to say that I don't enjoy what I do for my videos, but it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different. And I love my videos. Like, I hope you could tell that I'm passionate, because I know Stickler mentioned passion about, and I hope you could tell that I'm passionate in my videos.
You always have a big smile, and that's the number one indicator.
Yeah.
You're always cheesing hard, and I love it.
Hey man, I want to show my face more in my videos. I think that's really important to connect to the audience. Is showing your face
kind of
more.
put a face to a name rather than just like a talking image.
Yeah, no, exactly. So there's that. And then I would have to say my Afrofuturism mock, even though I didn't post it as a video or anything. And that's just when I was starting out YouTube, so I could have easily actually, I lied. It was the year before I started YouTube. But still, like, it could have easily been a video. But I got a lot of enjoyment out of it. And even though I didn't submit it on time for the competition, finishing it on my own was really rewarding. And I learned a lot from it. And there was a lot of different techniques that came from it that I implemented and learned. So I would have to say that one. But I love all of my builds. I'd say particularly recently, I'm very proud of the Robin Hood mock I made and the Mulan mock I've done it on my story a few times. I've posted on my story about them, and that's going to be a future video that's already fully recorded. I just have to edit it. And I'd say that one, those two in particular, they were fun. They were a lot of fun to make. That was a lot of experimentation with different techniques, and those are two that are staying together for a while as well. So,
married couple.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I encourage everyone to kind of, if you have any more questions, send them in, because I think we might wrap up here. I mean, it's late for you in the morning. It's like what, 1:40?
3:13.
Yeah, I was way off.
Well, I told you I took an hour and a half nap.
That's true.
Beforehand, so I'm
a good old power nap.
Yeah.
You're relentless. So with all that being said, dude, This officially wraps up episode 6, and I think you had definitely described what it takes to kind of build your own path and all this. Because like you said, you had 2 before this. You were trying to figure out what you're trying to do, and and now you feel like you finally found what it is that you kind of want to hone in on. And I think I'm definitely gonna be staying tuned for it. I can't promise that I'll still be doing what I'm doing by the time everything gets completely implemented and it's all slated and it's going. But I'll definitely be watching. And just thanks for reaching out over the summer.
Of course.
It just and the friendship that has blossomed like a beautiful flower. You made me extend my petals open. As spring comes and goes.
I'm glad.
And you're a good dude, and I'm excited to see you make more videos and grow even more success. Even though you say that's not your number one thing to do, you're just doing it because it's a passion of yours. But I think passion attracts no matter what. And just thanks for coming on the show, dude. And
thank you so much for having me.
You have an open invitation if you ever want to come on again. You just kind of let me know, and
I appreciate it.
We could work
maybe
it
in season 2. In season 2, I'll come back.
Maybe season two, or maybe I'm planning on doing a couple of these live at the Runny. Maybe we could do something there.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
We'll do it. And that was both of us here. Do you have any last plugs you want to do?
Listen, if you guys would like to follow my YouTube and my Instagram, I Behind the Bricks. YouTube, I'm at Behind the Lego Brick, but it's Behind the Bricks. And on Instagram, it's Behind the Bricks. So
I have it all listed in the description.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Beat you to it. So everyone has an open link.
Yeah, my Discord as well is Behind the Bricks. Like my DMs are open. Like, listen, if you guys need to contact me in any way, DMs are always open through Instagram, Discord. Feel free to contact me. Or
if you have any difficulty finding any of these items, just reach out to me. It might take me 1 or 2 business days, but I'll definitely get back to you. I'll send you in the direction you need to go.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, I think it's time for us to end our night drive here.
Sounds good.
And once again, thank you to everyone that decided to donate 2 hours and 13 minutes of their time. You were officially the second longest episode.
Really? Who was the longest?
Nate.
Dang.
We were almost there. We could have gone there, but let's see. We had 26 fluid ounces of just straight caffeine, and your boy's got to go to the bathroom. So with all of us here, everyone that's listening on replay, whatever is great, it's just awesome that there's actually a replay that exists here. And and all you guys listen on Spotify, I love you as equally. If I could give you a kiss on each cheek, I would. And that goes for all of you guys live. I might even give you a little peck on the lips at that point, because you're real ones. So yeah, that's it. And I'll see you guys next week if all goes according to plan. Can't say who the guest is. Not yet. It probably will not be a after hours tonight because I have to travel in the morning. So I gotta get some sleepy poo. But if I get enough people comment, saying they want an after hours, I might be able to put one in there. So when the show or whatever ends, make sure you guys comment, let me know, or you guys all have my Instagram.
Yeah.
Just keep
one more thing. Shout out to everyone watching.
Agreed.
I think that's really important, and that brings our community together. Like, this is what this has been about, is bringing the community together, and everyone watching has made it possible for this episode to even happen. So thank you all.
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth. So yeah, thank you guys, making this little podunk nothing show become something special, because it would just be a show. It wouldn't be anything special without all your lovely faces looking at your screens, your devices, whatever it be. Well, that said, we're going to toodle. See you guys later.
See ya.